Yo, what's going on, guys? It's been a hot minute since I went live. I think it's been about 1.5 months since I last streamed, and it was during the Euros, and of course, we all know how that went. Unfortunately, it didn't come home, but hopefully for the World Cup, England do their best and come through that time. So I'm going to be doing a lot more FPL content on my channel. I just want to thank everyone who's tuned in so far. I didn't plan to go live this late at night. I kind of wanted to do a pre-recorded upload. I had it ready to go, but then I thought, all right, I'll go live. It's been a long time since I went live. Big up Jordan, big up Scott, big up Doug, big up Georgie and HJ90. It's really late in UK, so I apologize for the delay in time. So yeah, for this video today, I'm going to be doing my FPL Game Week 1 draft. So this is the final draft I settled on after having 1,200 camera rolls full of FPL drafts. I finally settled on a team that I liked and a team that I found comfort in, something that I think is, all right, I'll settle on this, I'll nail on this. For me, if you guys know me from last season, it was the first time I played FPL, so I was only in the 700,000 rank. I used my chips way too early, and the next video I'll be doing, it will be for people who are newcomers to FPL, people who don't know what chips to use, people who aren't aware of, when to use that wildcard chip, when to use the free hit chip, and the free transfer. So I learned that the hard way last season, and for this season, of course, I do want to get into that top 100K rank. If you guys haven't already left a like on this video, what are you doing? If you like what you're hearing so far, do make sure to hit the bell. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll be doing a lot more FPL related content along with some Arsenal content, always representing my club, win or lose. And thank God Aaron Ramsdale is not coming to Arsenal. It looks like the talks have fell through the cracks. And I'm really grateful that that's not going to happen. So hopefully we go after Onana. But allow the Arsenal talk for now. Let's get straight into the video. So today I'm just going to be doing my team selection really quick and kind of talk about players I think you guys should keep in mind, players that I think, will do the best for your team and will give you the points that you need moving forward. Now, before I do that, a lot of you guys have asked me, have I made a league for my channel? Am I doing something related to FPL on my own channel? Yeah, so I do have a league for my channel. I'm doing a mini league in relation to my channel. I'm not sure if the lighting is too dark, so do let me know. I hope it's fine, but I appreciate all the comments in the chat. I will get to them shortly. Hopefully the lighting is fine. I'm working with new equipment, and it's the first time I'm going live after a long time, so I will work on, upgrading that and sort of getting into that sooner in terms of quality of my content. I'm always trying to look on ways to improve. So yes, I did make a league for my channel, and I'm going to drop the code. The code is ZMHPZ6, and I'll leave that in the chat comments so that you guys, if you want to take part in it, you guys can join my league and take part in, competing with all other people who play FPL, and also newcomers to FPL, you're welcome to join. This is a learning experience for us all. And myself, I'm a very competitive person. I take this very seriously. And to me, I am going to get a lot more involved in FPL content. So you'll be seeing lock-in deadline day streams from me, along with Twitter Spaces as well. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is MissMelina7. And you can check out my Twitter there, where you can stay up to date with my latest content, any Arsenal transfer news, and just have a chat with me on Twitter Spaces. So I just want to say big up to everyone in the chat. I did leave my FPL code in the chat. So I will pin that comment if you guys want to join my league and take part in it. It's just a mini league, so it's not a prize league entirely. However, the top 2 people at the top of the league going into the end of the season, so in game week 34, the first 2 people who are top of my league, I will allow them to choose a $10 gift card of their choice, and I will email that via e-transfer or email email means electronically to them. So the top 2 people of the league at the end of the season, they will be rewarded for their hard work. Now let's get straight into the video. I'm going to be doing a screen share and sort of going through players, starting with the goalkeeper, then moving to the defense, my midfield, and then my front strikers. So I kind of like already started picking my team, so I'm just going to empty everything out, work my way into transfers, and then start from there. So let me just clear everything, read your comments, and then go from there. I'm sorry if this video is a bit shaky. I will work on, testing the quality of my content and sort of the stream. Hopefully it's not lagging for you guys and you guys can hear me perfectly fine. It's been a really long time since I streamed, so it's really nice to see a lot of you guys in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in and for taking your time out of your day to check out my latest video. Now, I'm going to be doing my screen share right now, so just bear with me while I do that, and then I'll also let you guys know, if you guys haven't participated already in FPL, what are you doing? Just take part in it. It's just for competitiveness and just for banter and fun with your friends or your family. You can make a free mini league, and it is free to join as well. And also, like I said earlier, the top 2 people who win in the league will be rewarded with a $10 gift card of their choice, as long as I can email it to them electronically. That's all that the terms and conditions for my mini league are. All right, so we're going to start on a fresh slate. And right now, off the bat, the mistake I made last season in FPL that I learned the hard way was I had 2 goalkeepers who were very expensive on the market, and it took away from money that I could have spent in my defense or in my midfield or even in the top strikers. So right now, a goalkeeper off the bat that I'm going to go for is Sanchez at 4.5. It's a really good option for me. He's a goalkeeper of my choice, and the last 2 seasons I had really bad experience with selling Martinez for Mendy and then regretting Martinez when his price went up. Martinez held a lot of clean sheets and got a lot of save points, but I'm not going to go for Martinez off the bat. I don't want to spend over 4.5 on a goalkeeper. So my main goalkeeper of choice, who I'm going to play week in and week out in terms of a long-term investment, about the 6 fixtures with opening fixtures for Aston Villa, I am going to go with, instead of Martinez, I am going to go for Sanchez. To me, it's a really good choice. And just at 4.5, it's good value, bang for your buck. And then you can use the rest of the money that you have into strengthening that midfield and strengthening the defense. The way I play FPL is I like to have a very strong midfield, considering most of the goal threats will come from the midfield. So right now, off the bat, I am going to add Sanchez into my team. And my backup goalkeeper will just be a 4.0, and I'll have Ben Foster on the bench, just like I did last season. And I think a lot of people, in terms of FPL managers, they also have gone with the top goalkeepers. So I would say they did Martinez, Bachmann, or Sanchez. And for me, the pairing I'm going to go for is Sanchez and Ben Foster, with Ben Foster being on the bench as a backup. It's a very good option for 4 million as a goalkeeper, and just have him on the bench for the time being. To me, Sanchez will always be a starting for me every week because of how good Brighton's opening fixtures are. You can't go wrong with it. So then we're going to go work my way into the defense, and let me just take a moment to read your comments, and then I'll continue screen sharing. So one sec. All right, so big up everyone in the chat. I just want to thank you all for tuning in. 20 people tuned in now, so if you haven't already subscribed, do make sure to subscribe to my channel, leave a like on this video, and make sure to put the bell notifications to be notified whenever I go live or whenever I do upload. I know I haven't gone live in a while, so this is kind of like new to me again, but we roll with it. And Mendy for me is going to be the best goalkeeper this year. Yeah, so for Mendy last season, I did have him very late into that run with a lot of managers getting on that Mendy hype. I did get into that very late. I sold Emi Martinez at a time where he was keeping a lot of clean sheets for Mendy, and Mendy actually costed me a lot of points. He lost his save points in some matches, and it wasn't really the great option for me. But then again, you learn from your mistakes. Oh, big up, Beast. Hope you're well. Hopefully your microphone's muted, but I'm not going to say your line on live stream. Thank you for tuning in. CSG, Randy, Georgie, Mohammed, Peter, Lisa, Mr. Silverfox, Sela, Luca, Doug. If I'm missing anybody's names, sorry, forgive me. Big up Pengu and John. All right, so potential improvement for De Gea with an informed Maguire and Varane as his center backs. Yeah, so I'm going to get into my defense and then continue off from there. So I won't be rambling for too long. I won't be keeping you guys awake for too long. But I just want to give a brief overview of the players I have in my team and why I have them there. So let's get on with the video. All right, so working my way into the defense. Hopefully you guys can see this fine. All right, so working my way into the defense, I off the bat know, differential picks I want to have in my team. But before I go into the differential picks, for me, I want to start off with, players that I might have on the bench, but then move on into my starting 11 moving forward. And that's right, it's Arsenal's latest signing and last signing of our first team so far, and it's Benny Blanco, Ben White. To me, as a center back, he's our new center back for Arsenal. And as we all know, Arsenal have conceded the third fewest goals last season. And you know what? Let's be honest. We have very tough fixtures in Game Week 2 and Game Week 3 against Chelsea and Man City. But moving forward into the rest of the season, our fixtures aren't that bad. And to me, with just 4.5 million, Ben White is a really good price. And, good in the long term. So I am going to add him for now. But he is going to be a bench warmer in my team for the time being. And of course, this is subject to change. If you guys know me, I've always left my team till 5 minutes till the deadline, which I don't recommend to any FPL manager, considering injuries and, players who will be rotated potentially. I learned that the hard way playing Pep Roulette and Tuchel Roulette. So this time, since we have a lot more time to sort out our team, I've been kind of, working on drafts. And like I said, my camera roll was full of many drafts before I finally settled on a team that I wanted and a formation that I wanted to play. So moving on from Ben White, to me, another player I think that is a no-brainer. And you know what? If you're going to play FPL and not have him in your team, you might as well quit already. To me, it's a no-brainer to have Trent Alexander-Arnold in your team. Although he's the most expensive defender at 7.5 million, he's really worth it as he takes corners, set pieces, and he's exceptional from open play to score goals and get assists. To me, this season, I expect Liverpool to do a lot well defensively, considering they have Virgil van Dijk back from his long injury, and Fabinho will go back into the midfield. I do think the defensive midfield for Liverpool will be a lot stronger, so Trent will get more attacking returns this season. And to me, it's a really good punt to go with, considering their first few fixtures. I think he's a really great asset to have in your team, and he's also the same price as last season, which means you're not paying any higher than you would for certain players this season. I wouldn't go for Ben Chilwell because he may not start in Game Week 1, and also Chelsea have some tough fixtures after Game Week 1 and Game Week 2. Game Week 2, it's Arsenal, but I don't recommend Ben Chilwell as he might get rotated and might not start. So for me, I think Ben White would get minutes, and I think Trent also will get minutes. But for me, Ben White goes on the bench, and Trent obviously is going to be a starter for me. And I'm going to lock him in straight into my team. So another player I added to my team is no other than Man United's Luke Shaw. And the reason Luke Shaw goes straight into my team as a starting player is because of the amount of chances he created last year. It was really high and got me a lot of bonus points. And to me, I still think he'll be on set pieces, not so much as last year, but I still think he'll be on corners and maybe in indirect free kicks. And to me, the Man United fixtures for Game Week 1, I don't see Sancho being match fit to play, and I don't think Varane will be ready enough to play. Therefore, Luke Shaw it is for me. Luke Shaw played against Everton in their friendly, so it does make me think that, all right, he will get start in Game Week 1 and will get more minutes on the pitch. He's really good at keeping a clean sheet. Opening fixtures for Man United, like I said, are really easy. And he does have that attacking goal threat and, a goal scorer and assist. To me, he's a clinical player and puts a lot of balls into the box. A good price for just 5.5 million. So Luke Shaw off the bat goes into my team. So 2 other players I want to add into my team are differential picks. So differential picks means players who aren't as common in your squad and players who might be worth a 1 week or 2 week punt, depending on how long you want to keep them and how they do in terms of match fitness and obviously goals and assists. To me, Luke Ayling is a great option at just 4.5 million. The first few fixtures for Leeds are not great, but they have easy fixtures moving forward, like Burnley in game week 3. Moving forward, to me, Leeds attacking threat. Ayling has a great attacking threat and clean sheet potential, making him a great option, just like Ben White. And for 4.5 million, you can't go wrong. Right. So the last player I want to add to my defense is a player that's, a lot of discussion has been going on FPL Twitter, football Twitter, on, whether if this hype train is worth it or not. And that's for Tsimikas. And for Tsimikas, you know what, with Robertson being injured and we don't know, Robertson's going to be coming back sooner than later. Thankfully, his injury is not so much. To me, Tsimikas will be getting a lot more starts until Robertson is back. And when Robertson comes back, Tsimikas will be going on my bench, working alongside Robertson. I will put Robertson in my team and then triple up on Liverpool eventually. Liverpool have very easy fixtures going forward. And to me, at 4.0 for a left back, he got assists recently in a friendly. He's a good option for the first few game weeks. So take a punt on that and then, change it when Robertson comes back from his injury. So for me, Tsimikas does go into my team. Sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but you get my drift. Now we're going to move on into the midfield. And before I do so, I am going to go and read some of your comments. And if you guys have any questions on players that you think, does this player work into my team? How will this player do in my team? Feel free to drop me a message on Twitter or leave your thoughts in the comments down below, and I will get into them. Big ups, Lens. Thank you for tuning in. Bertrand or Ricardo Pereira are a must, both in great form. Bertrand now taking set pieces for Leicester and already with 3 assists in the last games. Yeah, so I did see Pereira as a good differential pick, but to me, I didn't want to take him. I wanted to take more of someone who, isn't so commonly owned, just to see how I'll do. Randy says, I will win this league. Randy, if you do win the league, the top 2 people in my league will be given a $10 gift card of their choice. Big up Kenny Rail, hope you're well, and big up Braca. Big up Uncle Laurie, thank you for tuning in. Yes, and if you guys haven't already left a like, do make sure to leave a like on this video. Luca, I don't know why you're deleting people's messages in the chat. Please don't do that. I do have to reset all my moderators, so please stop deleting comments in the chat unless it's something abusive. Big up Scott, thank you for tuning in from the Red Cannon. If you guys haven't already, if you guys are Arsenal fans and Gooners and just football fans in general, do check out the Red Cannon, FPL Penguins channel, Slens Talks, HJ90's channel. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting any, or RC Buy-in, Kids channel. This is Luca's Life, and the Dug Out Football channel. So, sorry, Luca, please don't time out and delete people's comments because I think they're just chatting about FPL and it's fine. People have a difference of opinion. It is what it is. Everybody plays FPL a certain way, and it's just a matter of your tactics. So personal preference it is. All right, so now we're going to get back into, the rest of the options. So we're going to get into the midfield. And interestingly, my midfield is a bit strange, but we'll move with it. So for my midfield, players off the bat that I'm going to go for is a differential pick is Brownhill, 4.5 midfield option. He has great differential pick. Brownhill scored 2 goals in preseason. He's an attacking midfielder on the right side. To me, he's an okay to start off the season with, but he'll be on my bench moving forward. He has only a bit of a goal threat and played 33 games out of 38 last season. So for me, at 4.5, it's a really cheap option, and I will have him just for a few games, but meanwhile, he will be on the bench moving forward. Another player I want to have on my team is Mason Greenwood. And again, like I said earlier, Man United have good first 4 fixtures, and I think Mason Greenwood will have to step up. He has 6 goals in his last 8 games, and it's promising that he did have a full preseason, so he'll be fully fit. To me, the only thing that's concerning is he going to get consistent minutes? And I do think that, seeing in preseason, he did get consistent minutes and did have a full preseason. I'm confident and banking on the fact that he will get some goals or at least an assist. To me, I'm going to keep Greenwood in the first 4 fixtures, the first 4 game weeks, considering he's a great asset to have. Although he might not start every game after that first 4 game weeks, to me, he's a great asset to have in that start of the season. So that's why he walks into my team. Okay, so the next player I have is another differential pick from West Ham. And this player is really interesting because now that Lingard has left back to Man United, it looks like this player has, taken the same spot as Lingard played last year. And it's no other than Said Benrahma. And if you guys haven't already watched the video, I did a compilation video on Said Benrahma because I really liked his style of play when he played at Brentford and now when he plays at West Ham. I really hope he gets a lot more game time. And to me, he stood out during preseason performances and got assists in their matches. To me, he has a challenge for minutes and seems nailed to start. But the only thing is this Benrahma train going to last long, or is it just a 1 or 2 week punt? To me, it's just a 1 or 2 week punt for the time being. And since West Ham don't have European football for the first few fixtures, it looks like something good to start and good to have him in. He will get goals or assists. And moving forward, I will either bench him or replace him going on. But right now, he's getting a lot of minutes and playing in that position that Lingard played last year. Assuming that he will get at least a goal or assist, I will have Said Benrahma in my team. So the next 2 players are kind of a no-brainer. And, this is where my captaincy choice comes through. This is where my captaincy choice comes through. So I'm going to have Mo Salah as captain, considering that he will go after the Golden Boot and that he'll get a lot of minutes. And for me, it's a no-brainer. He'll get goals or assists. And to me, he deserves the armband. And he is the most captain player, although a lot of people are going for differential picks as captains like Dominic Calvert-Lewin or even Wilson from Newcastle. I'm just going to go with a template style FPL layout, and I don't want to make a risk on a captaincy because I think my captain is meant to be giving me the best rate of returns possible. And for me, Mo Salah, hopefully he does the job. It's an easy fixture for them, and I hope he'll turn up. It's an obvious captaincy choice. Playing against Norwich and Burnley in their first 2 fixtures, he will want to get some goals. And for me, he's on penalties as well. So that's why Salah is going to get the armband in my team. The next player is going to be my vice captain, and that's no other than Bruno Fernandes. I did roll out last season with a lot of Bruno moments. If you guys play FPL last season, you do know that, Bruno did have a lot of stinkers and blanked and didn't turn up in games. But however, when you did have him as captain, he did deliver double digits and even in that triple game week, 35 of last season, he did turn up. So for me, Bruno Fernandes is on penalties and shoots from open play. He's worth it. And although it costs 12 million, he is worth it. And to me, he's an asset to have in my team. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you much longer. I'm just going to go through my front 3. My front 3 strikers are Mikel Antonio for West Ham. And the reason I have him is he's a great goal threat. He may be on penalties even, and it's great fixtures for West Ham. To me, he's a good goal scorer and walks straight into my starting 11. So the next two players I have in my team is a player who, out of nowhere, with no paper talk, no journalist talk whatsoever, became an Aston Villa player in silence. And you know what? If only Arsenal Football Club could make transfers like that, we would be in such a better place. But we have an owner who doesn't even care about our football club. But anyway, as I said earlier, Arsenal aside, let's get back into Fantasy Premier League. The player I'm talking about is Danny Ings. So he's newly signed to Aston Villa and became highly owned after he made the move. He may be on penalties, and he's a clinical goal scorer in the first few games of their opening fixtures. Their opening 3 fixtures are the very easiest, in my opinion, in the start of the Premier League. And to me, as long as he can stay match fit, we all know what Danny Ings has to offer. He did have an injury last season, and a lot of people were reluctant to have him, including myself. But right now, it's a no-brainer for me, and I'm going to put my money on Danny Ings to deliver a goal or an assist. So the last player I have in my front 3 is Wilson at 7.5 million. Newcastle's Wilson has had a great goal scoring record against West Ham United, and to me, he'll be back in playing in front of a full crowd with fans returning back to the stadium. He'll want to deliver and hopefully gets a goal or an assist. I think he'll have an extra boost with fans back in the stadium. To me, he's a great differential pick, and at just 7.5 million, you can't go wrong. Other alternatives people are going for are Patrick Bamford or Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, I don't feel like he'll deliver results, but then again, I'll probably be proven wrong considering how FPL went last season. Patrick Bamford, the reason I'm not going for Patrick Bamford is because Leeds have tough fixtures. I don't think Bamford will deliver. In the midfield, some people have gone with Rafinha as well, assuming that Rafinha will get an assist. For me, Wilson is the one for my team, and so there you have it. This is my team, and obviously I'm going to work on my bench. So let me just save this and then go from there. Thank you everyone for tuning in so far. I hope you guys like this video. If you guys haven't left a like on this video already, do make sure to leave a like down below. So as I said, my bench, I'm going to be sorting out my bench right now. And if you guys want to join my mini league, do make sure to check out the pinned comment above in the chat box and take part in my mini league. So my bench, let me just work on my bench right now. Okay, and there we have it, locked in for game week 1. The deadline is on Friday, by the way. I believe it's at 1:30. 13:30 the deadline is, so make sure to sort your team out by then. Big up everyone in the chat who's tuned in. Big up Bargav, big up Kobe, big up Melford. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Sorry it's so late at night. Big up Arsenal Alex. I hope you're well. Yeah, so my next videos on this channel are going to be mainly related to FPL. Big up Charlie, hope you're well. My next 2 videos are going to be related to FPL, and I'm going to be doing deadline lock-in streams where I'll be showing you, my team on deadline day and sorting my team out with you guys. If you guys have any questions related to FPL, do make sure to contact me on Twitter at MissMelina7, or just leave a comment at the end of this video if you want me to help you with your team selection. The deadline is on Friday, so do make sure to sort your team out. And you know what? It's a Premier League opener on Friday, and I'm not looking forward to it one bit because Arsenal are playing Brentford away. And knowing Arsenal with just one upfront signing in our starting 11, it's not looking too great. With Brentford being newly promoted into the Premier League, I'm really starting to worry that we're not doing our business in time. But thank God we haven't signed Ramsdale. And with all due respect, Ramsdale is not the man to be our goalkeeper. But that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to my video. I really appreciate you guys supporting me while I was away. I had to deal with some family stuff, and I'll be doing more videos regularly. The last video I done on my channel was in relation to the NBA draft, and the Raptors drafting Scotty Barnes in our draft pick. If you guys do like basketball content, I will be doing a lot more NBA related content, but specifically to the Raptors, as that's the local team I support. So with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in, for all your comments, and for your support. I finally found a team that I like, and I hope I'll stick to this. If you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and check out my other content. I'm on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Do make sure to click the red box down below and put on the notification bell to be notified whenever I go live next. And you know what? I really had a great time chatting to you guys again. It's been a while since I did streams. Big up, Rich. Thank you for tuning in. And I look forward to chatting to you guys next time. Take care and have a great night. And also take care of yourselves and each other.